In this movie, we'll investigate how CIP, the Component Information Portal, manages manufacturer and distributor data. First, what we will do is we'll find a part. In my case, I'm going to look for a 0.01 microfarad capacitor, and we'll investigate this one first. Let's select a component from our results. Immediately what will happen is that it gives the user information at the common part level, such as description, the schematic part, and the PCB footprint. But what we're going to do is we're going to investigate the manufacturer data. Here you can see how CIP manages not just one manufacturer for a part, but it can also multi-source or do multiple manufacturers for a part. Here we can see we have Kemet, AVX, and a variety of AVX components. When we look at this Kemet part, we'll notice that we have certain information like a manufacturer, the manufacturer part number, the data sheet from the website associated, and this could come from the distributor or from your local server. Also a JPEG image. You'll notice down here that in the distributor fields section is how we can actually manage the associated distributors with that manufacturer. Now you'll notice that we have a few fields of data here for the manufacturer when we want to make available to the user. The CIP administrator can very easily go in and adjust what the fields of data for the manufacturers are visible. And we do have in CIP, we have a way that we can actually not just add in fields that are available out of the box with CIP, but we also can go through and make fields that are currently invisible visible to the users. And also we can go through and include any of the compliance information that we supply. And we also supply, as you can see, a long list of fields available. We also supply an additional 30 user fields for each manufacturer. In my case, we'll go ahead and leave the current visibility. Okay, so back here in the components, and we'll just go ahead and navigate back to our part. We can also manage other manufacturers. So again, we can also see the manufacturers we currently have. We can go ahead and add in additional manufacturers. Now, so what I'll go ahead and do is I'll add maybe my manufacturer and with my part number. Again, this gives us the flexibility of either using distributor portal or creating our own manufacturers. Once I have this, I have now created this manufacturer, and also I can add in additional distributors if I wanted to. As you notice, as I go through and I type in additional manufacturers, one thing you'll notice is that with CIP, it understands previously used fields. So if I was going to go in and add in a distributor, say for example DigiKey down here, as I start typing in DigiKey, that the previously used distributor is available. So this keeps field data consistent. So you don't have mismatches in texting like DigiKey or Digi-key. So now what we'll do is we'll place this component in our design after we've updated it. We can preview that in CIP and place directly from CIP. With the component placed in your design, we can now view that database part. When we view the database part, we can here see the information that we did add earlier. that includes the manufacturers. Also, it includes the associated distributors and distributor information. This gives us a way that we can have that relational manufacturer data immediately available so we can investigate this part. One of the benefits of CIS and CIP together is the ability to rapidly create the bill of materials, including the manufacturer and distributor data. So let's go ahead and do that. So what we'll do is we'll go to our CIS bill of materials. Now, when I generate the bill of materials, I can store templates, and I can have my own headers here, and then different kinds of ways that things are presented in the bill of materials. We can also include, restrict how many rows of manufacturer or distributor data we want to see. We can also include variant information if that's been added to the design. So we'll go ahead and generate this. This will give us the bill of materials. Here we can see this is our 0.01 microfarad cap. As we can also see, we can see the multiple manufacturers and distributors that we've added. Also, we can go through and actually have links directly to data sheets, and we can include those on our bill of materials. And here you can see how I can click on that. So it gives us a lot of ways that we can represent data, the way that we can manage data, and the way that we can manage our manufacturers and distributors.